China just held their largest air show and they showed off some of their brand new fighter jets to take on the West. For the first time, the Chinese J-35 fighter jet took off, and after a decade in the making, this is some really big news. Now, some things to know: this jet is both smaller and faster than the older J-20 model that China has previously been using, which would suggest that China is more focusing on stealth now. The next big thing was an updated version of the Chinese J-15 fighter jet called the J-15T. And the special thing about this new fighter jet is that it's capable of taking off from all aircraft carriers using a catapult, rather than the previous model which needed a ramp to take off. And another big thing, this jet uses a Chinese-made engine, rather than a Russian-made engine that most Chinese fighter jets use. So that would suggest that China is now no longer dependent on Russia to make their fighter jets. Another big thing, which isn't necessarily a fighter jet but was still shown off, was China's new air defense system called the HQ-19. And according to reports, most experts are comparing this to the US THAAD system, which is the best air defense system that the US currently has. So China is definitely not only upgrading their fighter jets, but now they're taking on the US with air defense too. Now, the last but really important thing that China showed off was a new unmanned drone. Now, this drone is called the SS-UAV, except it's being nicknamed High Sky because of just how high in the sky it can fly. Now, something to know, unlike Western drones, is this drone is made to carry other drones. So this drone is capable of launching swarms of drones, which can each gather intelligence or can launch attacks. Now, one last thing, which isn't new but is still important, is China tried to show off their relations with Russia. And to do that, Russia brought a Su-57 fighter jet, which they showed off at the air show. But in summary, China showed off 2 new fighter jets, a drone, and a new air defense system. And you can leave me a follow for some more global news like this.